Well, hello. Good evening. Guten evening. Whatever the rest of it is. All the accoutrements. This is your friend, Brittany Wines, getting ready to... Well, I'm doing a live. But my sweet little friend, Riley, is going to be hopping on here shortly. I don't know how I feel about this effect. I may have to play with this for a minute. If you guys don't recall, she is a middle schooler who is also good friends with Max. Except, add. Here she goes. Let me turn this off. Ugh, of course, I can't change this now. What did I do?
Hey.
Hi. I'm over here
Hey.
playing with the filter, and now I've jacked it all up. It's this stupid pen, man.
Way to go.
That's alright. Ooh, my hair's a little crazy. Good evening, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Living the dream, babe. How have things been going?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Having a Pepsi, that sounds good. I've been trying to cut down on the pop.
Yeah.
Let's see, who do I have watching? Randy! My good friend Randy's watching. Oh, God. I've known Randy since many years, like probably let's see. How old are you?
13.
Oh, yeah, I've known him like twice as long as you've been alive. He's old, too. Real old. I'm sure he's probably cussing at me right now. That's okay. Oh, and then Miss Kathy's on there, my buddy Brandon. There's all kinds of folks watching tonight. So we have decided we're going to do, and guys, you're just going to have to deal with this funny-looking video camera footage thing of me. I can't fix it. I don't know how to make it stop now, so it's just going to be that way for the whole time. Riley and I have decided that we are going to do kind of a Q&A with one another just to catch everybody up on what we've had going on in
Yep.
our lives and whatnot. So there you have it. Riley, what is new in your life? You know what? Let me turn on my Wi-Fi.
Well, I made A and B honor for the first 9 weeks.
Fantastic.
One of my friends recently just dropped me, which has helped me a lot with my mental health.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing much.
I wish I knew how to fix this. Let me turn that back around. I guess I can't take it off when it's going. That's good. You said, how was your mental health? Sorry, you kind of cut out because I turned my Wi-Fi on. Ooh, that was horrible.
It's been doing really good since, like, when my friend dropped me, it stung a little bit, but especially since we've known each other for so long. But I've realized that she's just one of the other toxic people in my life. So her dropping me, I got the positive side of it, of becoming a better person mental health wise.
That's good. No, I've had that happen before where it's like, man, you almost feel when it's a friend that you come to the realization, at least in my life, that was toxic or not good for you, whatever it may be. It almost sometimes stings, not even so much that the friendship's over, that you didn't get the jump on it. You know what I mean? You didn't tell them to bug off. You're like, I should have known. I shouldn't have wasted my time. That's at least how I feel, not to speak for you. But, well, good. I'm glad for you. In my past, it's over there. Sorry, I was looking for my little bedroom trash can. I'm like, what the heck? But it's over on the other side of the room for some reason. Interesting. I've had to do that in my younger years, in my old lady years. Sometimes you just have to clean house and only let the people in your circle that are going to bring positivity. I mean, like we said, sometimes we as friends aren't always nice to each other or may hurt each other's feelings, but it's how you circle back and fix it that kind of keeps things going, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, all right. So that's been going on that way. Okay, your turn.
How was your gym visit with Max?
Fantastic. He was trucking on the treadmill. Not that I wanted to stop necessarily early, but at about 25 minutes after having been on, I was wanting to go do some of the circuit machines, go lift some weights. And he said, "No, let's go another 5 minutes." So we went 30 minutes on the treadmill, and then I went and did some weights. He went and got on one of the bikes, and I think did like, oh goodness, like 10 or 15 minutes on there. I'm sure he'll watch this and correct me at some point if I wasn't right. And then I think he did probably 10 minutes on the elliptical machine. He likes it. We're both um, trying to find different ways. I don't want to say necessarily trying to find ways to be healthy. For me, it's a little easier because I like a broad variety of food. I used to
Yeah.
live as a vegetarian, so what my problem is, why I put on some of the weight that I lost, was my choices of food. Like I become very fond again of wild cherry Pepsi. I was drinking that stuff like it was going out of style. All of our snacking and stuff we do. So,
Yeah.
um, but for him, how he's kind of particular about what he likes to eat. So we're going to try and figure out some alternatives for him and the things that he might like to try. But if not, even if the eating part, we can't quite get that down pat, being active, it gives us something to do when it's cold. You know what I mean? We don't always want to just go sit at the library.
Yeah.
And is your mom in there? You're looking at something.
Yeah, in the mirror.
Oh, you're looking at yourself in the mirror? Your mom's in the mirror.
I'm looking at myself in the mirror.
Oh, well, if your mom's in there, tell her I said hello.
Watch this.
What?
Just walk out of my room.
Oh,
Mom, Brittany says hi. Hi.
oh
Hey,
my
Britt.
gosh. Hi, where's my friends? Hi, boys. Look at you, handsome. Hi, Bob. Did you guys get haircuts?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, looking slick, Rick. I like it. Let me see Tigi's hair.
T, come
Let me
here.
get up here. Let me see. Oh, nice. Very nice. Very handsome.
Lily and Mom. Hi.
No, oh, you always look beautiful. Look at that dog.
Okay, I'm going back to my room.
Okay. Crystal's a
Yep,
good friend of
that's
mine, if anyone's wondering. That's her mom, and then the boys. Good kids. They're
her
all really
birthday's
great
on
kids. For anyone
Sunday.
watching, the boys get a little feral sometimes, but they're
Oh,
awesome kids.
don't forget the older one.
Oh well, that poor guy. No, he's a senior. How's he doing? How's the oldest doing?
He's doing pretty good. I think he might come up for Mom's birthday, so Mom isn't gonna get a full kid free weekend, but since she hasn't seen Tyler in a while, it'll be nice.
I forget, when is your mom's birthday?
Sunday.
She's gonna be how old now? Will she be 40 yet?
No, next year. She turned 39 this year.
That's funny.
Yeah. And
That's all right. I'm still.
whoops.
So yeah, no, the Y went well with Max. We had a lot of fun. It's enjoyable. I look forward to doing that. I think we might try and go swimming next week. Or I guess this week, whatever week's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Are you doing any sports?
Softball open gym is about to start, and I'm super excited.
Nice. Nice.
Um, I think next soccer season I might do soccer, just depending on what I'm doing, and if I get like deep into softball, I might do travel softball.
All I
And
can say is this is if, and I don't want to take away from multi-sport athletes. I think it's great when kids are able to do that. But if you're really wanting to get serious, and especially because you do have a bigger family, I mean, for Alexis, she focused a lot. Well, obviously, all on basketball and weights. So I mean, you could do double sports.
yeah,
That's awesome, though. Try it. See what you like. I mean, you're athletic, so I think you'd be selling yourself short to not try out something new.
yeah, and I wanna show cows for 4-H.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
That'd be cool. 4-H is a pretty neat program.
yeah,
Grady did shooting sports for a long time, and then they changed up a lot of things, and a lot of because he liked doing it with older gentlemen. I mean, like my grandparents' age, and as with a lot of things, different policies and things went into place, and they changed things up, and a lot of that those old school guys just didn't want to be a part of it anymore, unfortunately, because of the politics and stuff that was unnecessary. It made it to where they just didn't want to be involved anymore. So, and that's not to knock 4-H. I know there's a lot of great things that happen, but at least for us with shooting sports, it was kind of a bummer just because Grady really liked those fellows that he worked with. So,
Yeah.
Oh, ha. Didn't you give me those curtains, Crystal? Pretty sure. That's my sister-in-law. Hi, Miss Carlina. She said she loves the curtains. I'm pretty sure I got them from her. That's funny. Yeah, see, I still have all the stuff you gave me. Let's see. Did you just ask me something? Did I ask you something?
You just asked me something. How was your Halloween?
Cold, man. Fantastic, but cold. It was freezing. Absolutely freezing. Oh gosh. I had one of my good friends. He was one of my past students from the high school, and we do game night together. He came over, and his younger brother, who's Alexis's age. But Bobby stayed and helped me pass out candy. Oh my gosh, we had a lot of fun. My father-in-law and husband and I decorated his house up pretty nice for Halloween, so that was fun. But man, it was cold. We were under thermal blankets, all kinds of stuff, freezing. Like actual, we were sitting there while it was snowing.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Did you end up going out, or what'd you do?
I went with Allison. I know, big surprise. We walked around with her parents and her sister for a little bit, and then they, Abby, Jerry, and Danny walked with us, but we walked with a group of friends around for a few houses. And I wasn't cold, but everyone else was freezing.
How were you not cold?
I don't know. And I was wearing a onesie, and I didn't have anything on under the onesie, so I wasn't even cold. And Allison had like 3 layers plus the onesie, and she was still cold.
Wow, that's crazy. You're nuts, girl.
I know. Um. Okay. I'm trying to think of a question to ask you.
Your hair looks pretty pulled out straight like that.
Thanks. It's my natural hair. It's drying, so I can curl it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm thinking too. What's something? How's the bullying situation in general at your school going? How are things going with that?
Oh, I mean, like it's
And
not.
I'm still here. I just got to set the phone down for a second. Oh, that's Bill. Bill. Say hi, Bill. You don't want to say hi. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm right here.
I mean, I guess it's been better. I guess I don't really know. I really haven't been paying attention, but certain someone isn't getting bullied anymore, which is good.
That's good. That's kind of what I've heard as well. I've also heard of, and without bringing up names, I've heard a name come up quite a bit, but we'll just kind of leave that at that. But I think things have simmered down. You know, the unfortunate fact of the matter is just, I don't understand why people, let me flip this camera back around.
Why people hate on people?
For just no reason, or purposely try and provoke, whether it be a bad response as far as like, I don't know, getting them to fight or something like that, or if you've got somebody that is kind of like Max that, just goes by the beat of their own drum, that you're going to nitpick at them to just, I don't know, it's not cool. But it seems as if on that end too, things have kind of simmered down a little bit, so that makes me feel good. I know that things were kind of crazy for your school for a little bit, for the unfortunate loss of another student.
Yeah.
That's pretty tough stuff. You guys, where you're from, the school you go to suffered a lot of that. Very, very sad. And that's why it's a good thing what you do, because I see even though I know you said your mental health's been pretty good, I've seen some of your recent stuff. You've had your struggles, but you're very open and willing to talk about it. And, you remind me a lot of me as far as like, You don't want people to struggle and hurt the way that you do sometimes, the way you feel on the inside. So why not just be vulnerable and put it straight out there, and hopefully it helps somebody, and that's
Well,
kind of the way I look at it.
not only that, but like I know how some people feel, especially with everything I've been through in the past like 2.5 years. So like how I felt during that time, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy because it's not
Mhm.
a good feeling and it's not worth the struggle. Like it is worth the struggle because in the end of it, you become a stronger person mentally and emotionally because you went through everything.
Right.
But just in general, like
It's
I
not
wouldn't wish
fun.
I wouldn't wish the pain of struggling with a mental illness on anyone because it's not worth it.
Well, it's an unexplainable pain. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like for me, you saw over the summer when I'd have my moments of crying or whatnot, and it wasn't because and I'm smart enough to know like the things I would obsess over, my health or whatever, the what ifs. I'm smart enough to know that it's an irrational thought, but like you said, even though you know that the way you're feeling, hey, things really aren't that bad or whatever, you can't stop it. And when it comes over in waves and it's hard to control, it's not fun. And especially like for me, that those sorts of feelings of uncontrolled, I can control myself, but you know what I mean, like not feeling in control.
Yeah.
It's very overwhelming. And when oh God, like right now, like my hair, the way my hair's looking is really overwhelming to me. Look
Here,
at
I
this
have a
witch hair.
hairbrush. Do you need it?
God, I need some kind of a Malibu treatment or just shave my head bald. I'll just go bald Britney Spears. Do like that. Crazy Britney.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
let me know how
oh
that
my
works out for you.
gosh. No, that's a little better. Um, anyhow, no, what we were saying, no, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Or, I mean, really, another way to look at it, this is a terrible way to look at it. Wish all of that pain on your worst enemy, You know what I
Brittany.
mean by me? No, you know what I'm saying. It's intense. Mental health is it's a fickle beast because like when you break your leg or hurt your foot or get a splinter, you can see that stuff. It's visible.
Yeah.
It's right there out in the open. And when you have something going on in your brain or inside your heart, so to say, you can't see that. You can't really put words. And it's so ironic because and I know you can relate to this because we've kind of talked about it before. What's odd for me is when I'm feeling on the upward swing of my mental health, you know what I mean? Like in control of things. Do you
Yeah.
ever feel, if being fully transparent, do you ever feel a little judgy? Do you know what I mean? Like when people are going through, you're like, God, just get it together. I got it together. Like, what's the problem? And then, like 2 days later, you're like, oh my God, sitting crying in the corner or whatever. That's how I
I
roll.
My emotions are bipolar, so I can have a great day. Like everything's good. I have good grades. I got my life together. All homework's turned in on time. And then the next day, my world will just crumble. And I'm not saying that it's not good. Like it's not
No,
bad
I
to
know
have
what you mean.
bad
You
days.
catastrophize it.
Yeah. I'm not saying that it's not okay to have bad days because everyone's going to have a bad day here and once in a while, but it's how you move forward from it. So, like, if you had a bad day and you know it's because you did that, and if you are expecting not to have a bad day, then you have to change on what you did.
Yeah.
But if someone else did it, then you have to let it roll off your shoulders.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's gonna poke you in the arm, and then you have to let it heal by itself.
Yep. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Well, and that's something I've been uh, working with myself on after I talked to my therapist. She's really awesome. Um, and I've talked about it in a few lives. Ending the day on a positive note, even if it's a crappy poop day, like what did you end up doing right? If it's for some people, in full-fledged depression and stuff like that, if it's a matter of they brushed their teeth for the day, that's good news.
Or if they
You
got
know what I
out of bed and
mean? They
ate
got out
a,
of bed,
a
took
little
a
nibble.
shower, brushed their hair,
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Change their shirt, whatever the case may be. It's those are accomplishments, and you got to focus on that. Something else that my therapist was addressing with me, and I think it will help. We've not really delved into it too much. Is anger control. Like I tend to be I tend to get angry pretty easy, so that's something else we're going to get into because, letting yourself get all agitated about the stupid stuff that other people are doing, you know what I mean? It doesn't help.
Yeah.
As I'm all up in camera.
Mom has been talking to the therapy place where I'm going, and she got a hold of them today, and they had an actual conversation.
Awesome.
And they said that they're booked, and then Mom was like, well, I've heard from a friend that works there, like, you're just partnered with our hospital that I go to, and like you're taking like patients at this place in Thorntown and stuff like that. And then she was like, oh, well, if I give you a call back, then we have openings. And if I don't give you a call back, then we're currently booked. And so now we're just waiting for that call back to see if they're opening. And then I have to schedule my intake and then get a therapist, and then it all folds into place.
Well, that's good. And I'm sure it'll work out. And if anything, even though they say they'll call back, I would suggest, following up. I've had doctors tell me that. Feel free to keep calling and, try and get in, because a lot of times people end up canceling, especially when it comes to therapy. They're not wanting to wait or do whatever, which that's what makes it so tough. I'm glad to not be a therapist, because even though I like being there for people, I wouldn't want to have to be the emotional dumping ground for a bunch of people, you know what I mean? All kinds of stuff. I like being there for people, but at that capacity, that's what not in a bad way cracked me up, but my therapist one day had to call off our appointment, which was fine because she was sick. Great, cool. If you're sick, granted, we do a Zoom, but if she's not feeling well, you know what I mean? She deserves the right to be able to take time off. And it really shocks me that she said she's had clients when she's had to reschedule, like get really nasty and send these nasty foul emails like she's trying to do something. And kind of my thought, what I said to her, maybe this is wrong, and I know for some people they get pretty attached, but she had indicated that if for some reason somebody was maybe a high risk individual, you know what I mean, who needed that little extra TLC, they always have a plan in place. But the one she said where people get real nasty with her, they're just, I don't know. I feel it's a little selfish, and I've said that a lot. Like, if you have a therapist, be understanding if you're ever on the receiving end of a canceled appointment, because they're humans too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I have full respect for therapists, because everyone dumps it on them and they go home and deal with it. I mean, like, if I was a therapist, the things that people say stick with me. So even if they were just to make a joke, I would sit on it and sit on it and sit on it and think about it, which is like a main reason why I want to start like advancing my journey into doing therapy, not only so I can be like a better person mentally and emotionally, but I can like use my tips from therapy to help other people that are struggling and being in the same boat that I was in over summer.
Yep. And that's how I'm, and the cool thing is, like, like I sent you that little chart for you to show a friend, I've got other things that my therapist sends to me that I like to read up on, you know what I mean? There's another one I want to send you in regards to anxiety. It's the word RAIN, RAIN, and I'll have to send you that one. It's a little bit easier. I mean, not that the other one is difficult, but it's a little more practical, you know what I mean? Easier to apply. So I'm going to be sharing that. Gosh, what's anything else? It sounds like we're both doing pretty good. I'm headed to Illinois with Grady tomorrow, almost Iowa. I actually was kind of mapping it out, and where we're going to be is right next to the Mississippi River.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so we're going to go check out the Mississippi River while we're there. It's going to be so awesome. And kind of the nice thing, because regardless of what time Alexis's game is on Saturday, we're going to have to kill some time, Grady and I. So if her game's at 2, it'll be nice because we'll only have to kill a few hours. If her game's at 4, that's going to kind of suck because that's a lot of hours. So that'll be putting us getting home really late on Saturday night, which is okay. I don't mind. But it's in Rock Island, Illinois, which is literally right next to Iowa. And because I was looking at the map, I'm like, dang, man, I wonder if that's the Missouri River or not. And then it was the mighty Mississippi, and I'm like, oh, heck yeah. I'm going to go throw rocks in the Mississippi River.
In May, the 11th and 12th, I get to go to Tucky Kingdom, and no, Kings Island and Greatwood Lodge for choir.
Nice.
And it costs $220, and I have $362 in my choir account from fundraising of this year and last year.
Nice.
This year, I raised enough to go. I raised $264 in butter braid sales.
That's great. Butter braid was delicious, by the way. We smashed it at my house.
Oh yeah, I have another one. It's called poinsettias. I have Christmas flowers.
I can't do poinsettias, babe.
I don't like selling these things. I don't
No.
even know why we have to sell them.
And the reason I can't is I have cats and poinsettias are lethal.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bypass the poinsettia. You hit me up if you get some candies or some bread.
Oh, we're getting popcorn soon after Christmas.
All right, well, I'll check out some popcorn.
We're getting
for sure
different flavors. We have last year we got a strawberry cheesecake popcorn flavor, which was not good. I didn't like it. And then we got a birthday cake one, and the birthday cake one was actually pretty good.
That don't sound good to me. I don't care for birthday cake.
But they have the normal ones, like the cheddar and caramel, or the caramel or the cheddar. They have the basic ones.
Yeah, that's my jam. Yeah. You know what I was thinking? Because I know we had talked about when we were trying to decide what to talk about this evening. We had said maybe the next time we'll do one about thankfulness and all that jazz. Maybe we could try and plan a dinner where we have you, me, Max. I know your brothers would want to do it, like a Thanksgiving thing where we sit down. Your mom can come, whatever, where we just do like an open. We can see if Tabby would even want to come. I know she's not a big fan of getting on the camera, but do like a family session. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even if they didn't want to do it, maybe we could do something with. I know Max would be in for sure.
Yeah. And my brothers would be in for sure.
I think something like that would be pretty fun. So let's try and figure out what our schedules are like. I've got Alexis has a basketball tournament this weekend, so I'll be gone. Then November 20th, which is the week we all have Thanksgiving break. That's a super busy day, but that week maybe we could do something the week of Thanksgiving. Okay. The nice thing is because we live so close together, that makes it kind of cool. And then Max, it's easy to snatch him up because he's just around the corner from us, basically.
Basically, yeah.
In the country, but 15, 20 minutes away, but still just around the corner.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Riley and I are literally like 5 blocks from each other, 10 blocks, something like that.
I could take a quick jog to Brittany's house, and I would be there in less than 20 minutes.
I wouldn't jog. I could walk to her house in 30 probably. Nah, I could fast walk it. I think you could make it to my house jogging in probably about 10 minutes.
Well, in general, I'm just a fast walker because there are slow people.
Yeah, because there's ways you could cut straight through. Like I can envision, I'm like laser beaming to your house right now from my house. Like,
are you gonna use your mind to teleport here?
Oh God, I don't think my mind's strong enough to hoist my fat butt. When you're too chunky to teleport your own self, that's not good.
My room is a mess. Let's not talk.
Oh my gosh.
Cause look,
did that used to be your parents' room?
No, my parents' room is on the other side of that wall.
No, I know, but did that used to be their room?
No.
No, you've always had the biggest room?
Well, the boys have the biggest room, and my parents have the smallest room.
Well, that's nice. Oh, because the boys share. I got it.
Yeah, they have
That's a pretty good size. You have a pretty good size room, though.
Yeah. So, I have this little, thing, and it, goes in, and then it sticks out, and then both of my doors are connected on that wall.
Nice.
But other than that, I do have a pretty good size room. And I have 2 windows, and my parents don't have any windows.
Oh, I noticed that when I had stopped by that one day. I felt bad for them. Yeah, remind me not to use this movie theater filter anymore. Oh my gosh. You need to go back and watch one of my newest Facebook reels. I discovered on TikTok the voice changer.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. That's going to be good. You need to go check it out. It's really quite
You
amazing.
guys should see the snaps that Brittany sends me on Halloween or like Halloween month, October. They were cringy, so cringy.
They
All
were
of your
great.
filters.
They were beautiful. They're perfect. I love Snapchat for that reason. I like TikTok better, but the thing I don't like about TikTok is like when the ones like when it's going to do an AI generator on your face, like it does the countdown and then you got to click it and then do another thing. It's like there's too many steps. I want to
Yeah.
just click it and just have what I want right then.
Yeah, but I don't do the cringy 2018 filters you do on TikTok.
Why is it
I didn't
28? Why are they 2018? Why?
because they're so old.
I've never used a cringy filter on TikTok. No.
You are a liar. I will
They're
have
none
my
of my
mom
filters. Nothing
verify
I
this.
choose is cringy. I think what I choose is high quality, and I
Mom,
have fans.
Brittany is telling me in our whole Facebook live stream right now that her TikTok videos are not cringy.
Some of them can be,
What's the cat?
but that's because I'm not one for like the whole like gothic face melting, bone showing kind of thing.
No, Brittany's TikToks are just bad in general.
No.
Yes. And so
You
are her
know
snaps.
what? No, everyone loves Queen Mother.
No, nobody likes Queen Mother.
I have people
Mom!
request. Your mom likes Queen Mother.
Okay, but my mom's opinion right now does not matter.
Oh, it mattered 5 minutes ago when she was saying how cringy my face melting TikToks are.
Yeah, but nobody likes Queen Mother. Might as well delete that filter.
I have people. She's my #1 favorite. I have people that request me to do Queen
No-
Mother. They're
Nobody likes
adults
your
too.
Queen Mother.
Oh, she knows how things go.
Well, you're
I'm going to actually have Queen Mother. I forgot Queen Mother was supposed to talk about the fact that Prince Charles over there in the motherland.
Mom. I'm about to walk my butt over to Brittany and delete that filter off of her phone.
It's saved. Favorite.
Yeah, I can delete it.
All right, kid. Hey, it's almost 10. You got to finish your Pepsi and go to bed. I got to get some sleep too. I got a long day of driving tomorrow, baby. So let's try and maybe we can try and sneak another live in next week. Get a little more regular now that it's colder out and stuff.
Yeah.
What do I have next week going? Let's see. There's no game night. Basketball for me doesn't start until December. That would be something fun. You could come sometime and check out basketball.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun with the Special Olympics. So, but all right, kiddo. Have a good night. Tell everybody I said good night. I will talk to you soon. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.